Hey everyone, Emma from BIF Ministries here. I hope you are all well. So I am just making another quick video to share another new free resource that is going to be added to the website today. I spent my time creating this free resource you can see in front of you yesterday, based on the song Waymaker. Obviously, I have loved this song for quite a while now, but during lockdown, it's actually been a song I've really enjoyed just listening to again and again and again, and just meditating on and praising out and stuff. So, and it was a big journey to starting my new journaling Bible. So I thought I would create inspired by a post that was shared by a lovely lady in our BIF Ministries Bible journaling group on Facebook, Gillian. She shared a post of 4 different photos based, on this, and I was inspired by them and thought, oh, I'll create my own freebie based on, obviously, where they had placed the Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness verses. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. But obviously it's been a big song for me during this lockdown, and as you might know, if you obviously connect with me more often, that obviously I not long created this paper cut design to go in the front of my new Bible. And what I thought I wanted to actually break down the different parts of the song and put them in my Bible where the verses are referenced. So that is what I did, with a little note. Obviously in a minute we'll look at it more closely. So I just thought I would obviously make this video to show you how I have used this freebie for me. Obviously I always say, my freebies are there for you to use in any way that's good for you. You don't have to do what I'm doing. But obviously I like to share what I'm doing just to encourage and inspire you, and to give you ideas and things like that. So I'm just going to show you what I have done and created. So I have already made a start. I have already done these 3. And then I was just going to obviously show you how I've done it using the last one I've got to put in. So let's have a quick look at how I have done it. So I'm just going to move that out of the way and open my Bible. So in no particular order, I'm just going to start with the first one. You can see, so I've done Promise Keeper there. As you can see, it's very simple. I've just created a very simple background, and obviously I have hand cut out the words, and then obviously just cut out the other bits to stuck in. And I've just kept it simple. So I've kept, obviously because they're kind of all go together, I've kept the same design for each one. So because they obviously all go together. And there's my Light in the Darkness one. So I'm just going to show you quickly how I've done that, just to obviously, as I say, to encourage and inspire you, and obviously just to spend a little time sharing with you, because I love sharing with everybody, as you know. So I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the background first. And bear with me. So for my background, I have pre-gessoed my page. Obviously, as I always say in my videos, it's completely up to you if you want to gesso your page or not. Everyone has their own preferences. Obviously, more times than not, I will gesso my page just because it makes me feel more comfortable, because I might decide I'm going to use something last minute that might bleed through. So I tend to always prep my pages no matter what, but obviously it's not something you always have to do. So obviously I'm prepping my pages as well, because I find it helps keep the pages a bit more smoother. I made a bit of a boo-boo with my Light in the Darkness one. I set everything up ready to start journaling, and I went off to make a cup of tea. I came back, sat down and just started doing the design, and it wasn't until I did the watercoloured background that I realised, oops, actually I hadn't even gessoed my page. Like I thought I had already gessoed it, and I hadn't, and it was one of those moments. So obviously the page went quite crinkly, whereas obviously on my other pages where I did gesso and the pages stayed a bit more smooth. Obviously it's not a major thing, you know, the page will smooth out over time as the Bible is shut. So it's not a major thing. It's not that it bled through or anything like that. It made the page quite crinkly and wrinkly. But I do know over time it will flatten out. It was just one of those moments where I thought I'd already done it, because obviously the gesso was open, the paintbrush was tucked inside it. So when I sat down with my cup of tea, I thought, oh, I've already done that, so let's start. But I hadn't. It's one of those things I imagined myself doing. But yeah, so I just like to gesso because it just keeps the pages a bit more smooth. So let me turn back to where we're going. So I'm going to add in the Waymaker. Again, I'm not doing anything mega fancy with my background. I just wanted to add these in, and I wanted to keep it simple. I just wanted a simple design for this journaling entry. So if you already follow me or connect with me, I should say, I prefer to say, you will know my favourite method is using my cheap watercoloured palette. I just need to bring my water over here, and I'm just going to create my background using that. So obviously I have a cheap watercoloured palette. It's kind of chalky, it's lovely, I love it. As I have said in other videos and stuff, I have got a YouTube video that just focuses on, you know, things you can do with this, how you can create with this. So look it up, check it out, and maybe hopefully again you'll be encouraged and inspired. So all I simply do is get some water, get some a plastic sheet like so. Get plenty of, and spread it onto this plastic sheet. Like this. A bit more water, just a tiny bit. No real thingy. Just spread it all over. Ooh, don't knock the water over. That would be a disaster. That'd be a bit wet as well. Ooh, getting all slippy. So then you just take it and rub it on your page like so, and it gives a really nice effect. Take some tissue and just damp it down. Let me get another bit of tissue. That one's already wet from drying the paintbrush. And then obviously, as you can see, it leaves a really nice background. And like I always say, it obviously creates really nice backgrounds. And you can still, if you like, see your words through the background design. So it's why it's one of my favourite methods to create with. So that is that. So really simple, done. You don't need to dry it or anything, because you'll find that it's, you know, it's practically dry when you put it on after you've dabbed it down with some tissue paper. So you don't need to get the hairdryer out to dry it. And yeah, so that is the background. Really simple. Hopefully you can see well enough. Obviously I'm always aware that you're in my iPad and the screen's not very big. So right, I'm just going to move this out the way, and then I'm going to show you the next step, which obviously what I decided to do is, obviously, you know, it comes as a set of 4, and they are in little squares. So you could cut these out to make bookmarks and just stick them into your margins if you wish. Then obviously they got some little tabs you can put on top as well, and you might want to decorate your page up if you're doing that way as well. It's completely up to you how you use it. But me, when I designed this, I already had a kind of a vision in mind. I decided I wanted to cut out all the separate parts to use. So I have made a start. So obviously the Waymaker bit and obviously all the other wording I have hand cut out with my craft knife. Obviously it's very small, but I've been doing this for 7 years and I felt capable of obviously cutting around the small lettering. Don't let that put you off that it's small. Have a go, have a try. I mean, we never learn anything or improve on anything if we don't try. But obviously I'll just show you. And so I've finish this off. I hopefully won't headbutt the iPhone because it is literally right above my head. I recommend what you can do is, obviously when I did the other pages, I had the song Waymaker on, and yes, I played it over again and again and again because I'm somebody, when I'm journaling, I love to have on some worship music, because I really find that as I praise God and worship God while I'm journaling, it helps me relax, it helps me focus. Sometimes God will give me a thought while I'm worshiping, talk to me, you know. So I did put on the song and I played it a fair few times because I really wanted to take in the words, take in what I was saying, think about things. So I recommend, obviously, if you want to hand cut it out, take your time, put the song on and just enjoy it. Even if you're just cutting them out to make the bookmarks on, put the song on, sing it, listen to it. Take it in, let it really sink in. So hopefully you can see. I know this takes a little bit of time. I'm always aware that my videos go on a bit. Oh, I panic they do anyway. So I do try and be as quick as I can be. I just need to make sure it's all ready to come out. Is that coming out? Yeah, put it in there. Just making sure it's all coming out slowly. Obviously, when I cut these for a video, I can't get in as close as I like to, so I have to sit at a bit of a distance. So normally I can sit closer and look at the lines closer. I'm quite far back at the moment because obviously I need to make sure it's in my screen for you to be able to see. There we go. So Waymaker is out. So let me just bring it up to you. So there we go. Can you see? That's so beautiful. So obviously I have cut it out and I'm not right close to the design. You can see I've got a couple of white lines, but that's not a problem. You know, we don't have to be too fussy. As long as it's cut out and it's not broken, that's all that matters. So then all I simply do now is I just cut out the other bits. Like this. So as I say, I've just done it very simple. I didn't want to have it looking too for me, but obviously, as I say, use, you know, create what you want to create, you know, do what you want to do. This is just an idea for you to be encouraged by, you know, to hopefully maybe get you thinking what you might like to do. There we go. There we are. There's that. I'm just going to move the rubbish out the way. And then I'm just going to bring my Bible back. Pop them up there. So, as you can see, my pages are curling a little bit where I've gessoed them. Don't worry about that. When your Bible's shut, they will flatten out over time. So I do tend to just roll my hand along it like that to help with smoothing it. So what I'm going to do now is, I think I've dropped it. It's always a pain when you drop something. I think it fell on the floor. You could give, oh, please bear with me. Got it. I dropped my ink stamp I wanted to use. Oh, right. So I'm just going to take some ink and a ink stamp, and I'm going to just add in some little lines in keeping with what I've already done on the other designs. So I've got these. I got these off Amazon. They come in a selection of different colours, and they obviously got a, I'll take the lid off, you can see better. So they are really good. I love using these. I think I need to buy some new ones though, because I've had them for a while now and they're starting to dry out a little bit. I think I've used up all the ink because I use them quite a bit. So actually I found yesterday, I found it easier not using the pad, because I'm only wanting to use a little bit of the stamper. So I did it without the stamp yesterday. I found it easier just to get a bit on. So, but you can, if you, depending on which way you find it easier to do what's easy, you find easy. So I'm just going to stamp, or I always like to just pop a bit of card or a bit of paper under the page so I can protect the pages underneath. So I just did that. Just, you know, gives it a bit of a, woo, chucking the ink pad. Gives it a bit of a extra something, bit more ink. Just pop that one on there, like that, and then just move them out the way. And then they are dry. I just give them a little tap down. I tend to, just to make sure the ink is dry. And what I'm going to do is, because my pages seem to be playing me up and they seem to be curling more than they seem to be, I'm just going to take a paper clip and just stick a paper clip there a minute. Then all I did is obviously just stuck down the other bits. I used my glue pen. Hopefully you can still see it in my little iPhone screen. Here's my glue pen to stick on the other bits. Okay. I will read the little bits to you in a minute at the end. We'll go through them. So. And then I've just got to do this little one. Hopefully you can still see in the screen. I apologise if you can't. Da, 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 da. Glue pens always make your fingers really sticky, so be careful when you use them. I've learnt that over the years, like when I've done a paper cut design and holding it down and my finger's sticky, try to get my finger off and it totally rips it and ruins it and have to start again. So just be aware. I always recommend having a baby wipe near you to wipe your fingers on. So I just pop my Waymaker on there, and that is that bit done. And then what I also did is I just took a obviously similar pen to the same background, and I just coloured in the verse, obviously highlighted with the page, and just rub it in a bit. Like so. And that was it. That is all I did. Simply, you know, and as you can see, it's really effective. It looks really nice. I did also stamp the date on. So on the others, let me get that. I just simply stamp the date on like that as well. So I obviously got a record of when I created these. That is actually new. I only, normally I handwrite the date on, but I was queuing in the post office today, and I thought, oh, I'll buy that because I saw it there. I've always wanted one, but I've just never like got round to ordering one off Amazon or anything. But I'm standing in the post office queue yesterday, which was really long due to the 2 meter rules distance, and I just happened to spot that on the shelf and I picked it up. So I'm quite like that I can stamp my dates on now. Anyway, random bit of information for you. Yeah, so that is done. Yeah, so like I say, hopefully it's just encouraged and inspired you to see how I've used the free design. You can obviously enjoy using it in any way you like. You don't have to do what I do, but you know, have fun creating whatever you like, whether you just cut them out and stick them in, or whether you cut them out in a different way and stick them in, completely up to you. You may even, you know, like to trace the letter in or something like that. As I say, just have fun. It's obviously on the website for free. Let me just bring my iPad over to show you. Well, obviously it's not on the internet now showing you this video. It will be after this video. I've got to obviously upload it to the website, so you can go to www.blessitforward.co.uk and you can find hundreds of freebies. Obviously you can find the links in the comment to this video, but obviously there is a free printable section, and there are all the different freebie pages that you can find. This one will be under the second one, Bible themed printables. So, you know, there are lots and lots of freebies. That's just one page of freebies. So go and check them out. You might find some others you might like to use as well at the same time. But I'll be uploading that freebie shortly after this video, while this video loads up to YouTube. So yeah, let's just quickly, before I go, just felt like let's have a look through obviously each one. So obviously for me, I kind of wanted this, adding this entry into my Bible, I wanted it to be like a mini kind of series of entries to go with, obviously, you know, the journey I've had in lockdown and the start of my new Bible. So obviously I did a paper cut for the song, obviously Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness, my God, that is who you are. So obviously then, inspired by the photos that were shared in the Facebook community, obviously come and join us there if you're not a part of it. We'd love to see you. Again, the link in the comments. So Waymaker, that is who you are. When I can't find my way and obstacles stand before me, God will lead me. And then let's turn to the next one. Miracle Worker, that is who you are. When I think that the situations are impossible, God will turn them around for my good. And Promise Keeper, that is who you are. When I think my situations are too hard and there's no way out, God will answer me and let his promises come to pass. And then let's turn to the last one. Light in the darkness, that is who you are. When darkness is all around me and I can't see a way out, God light shines brighter and chases it away. Amen. Our God is so amazing. Isn't our God so amazing and wonderful? We are so blessed and to have such an amazing God that loves us and cares for us, and oh, so amazing. But yeah, so that's the end of my video here for you today. Hopefully it encourages you, inspires you. As I say, I'm sorry if it goes on a bit longer than I thought it would do. I tend to do that because I waffle on. But yeah, as I say, if you already connect with me, that's amazing. If you don't already connect with me and the wonderful people in our Bless It Forward Bible Journey community on Facebook, find the link in the comments below and come and join us. I mean, there is so many wonderful people in our community that just love God and love to share their encouragement. I just love them all, and they're so encouraging and inspiring. So, you know, come and meet them as well, and I know you'll just be encouraged and inspired by them as well. So yeah, I will say goodbye now, and hopefully I will make another video soon. See you later. Take care. Bye.